there is a new interest in the city, preparing itself for younger, higher income individuals. It doesn't seem to be friendly to people who are in my situation.
Talking about this issue of gentrification, you can really kind of go back and talk about urban renewal, right? I mean, because this is something that kicked off this process of improvement and removal, displacement.
A resident of our city making $8.25 an hour has to work in a 140-hour week in order to afford a 2-bedroom apartment in the city. Nearly 1 in 5 households spend half or more of their income in rent. And we've got more than 26,000 people on the waiting list for vouchers in order to get into housing. And I think that's criminal.
There are leaders in this city who would like to convert the whole city into an instant Georgetown, and they're doing it.
As a company that has its roots and its address in the Washington, D.C. area, Choice Hotels is very excited to roll out into the D.C. area our first Cambria Suites hotel and to be part of a great urban revitalization story right here in our hometown.
Does anyone think for a second, okay, but what happened to the folks that, were there? What are their lives like? Where are they living? What communities are they in, right? These are questions that have to be asked.
It's moving poor people, older people, darker complexion people further outside the city. That's what it's doing. I don't know whether that was the intent, but I know what's happening.
They become vulnerable. They go to other neighborhoods to live where they don't have any networks. They have no connections. There are people who get sick and die because they don't have their neighbors who come in and look in on them. That's real. That's community. That's belonging. That's caring for people. And that is valuable. And that's what people have. And they're poor, and so people don't give a heck. There's this concept called white discovery, or urban white discovery, which is a part of, among many other factors, that has contributed to, young white people coming into Washington, D.C. For convenience, for the culture, for the excitement, for the urbanism.
A lot of younger people here in Washington don't plan to stay. They're here to get established, get experience, get connections, and then they can move on to something else even more gracious and more grand. They are not quite as conscious of the city.
Political power structure in this city has got to realize that housing is not a commodity. We're not talking about oil futures, or gold bullion, or pork bellies. We're talking about the roof over people's heads.